Show is back, and we are back in full force, and we are back with a warning, with a dire prediction. Once again, this is Joe Wayne with the ACP 313. The ACP 313 Red Meat Links. That's the website and your new depository for all the latest, that's right, the most up-to-date, real, reliable news. I am your host, Joe Wayne. I am the owner of said website and the chief blogger. So if you like what you're hearing now, please be sure to go to the ACP 313 Red Meat Links, the anti-COINTELPROShow.com. Go ahead and bookmark that site. Go ahead and join my mailing list. So when I write my article of the day, or articles of the day, you'll get notified before anybody else. And you too can be up to date with the most real, reliable news in the world. And with that, let's do this. So this is Joe Wayne again. If you didn't hear me the first two times. And I'm here to warn the left, the lunatic left, that of course tells us, hey, wait a minute, what are you guys so upset about? Hey, Brett Kavanaugh, why are you pounding your fist in ire of the Inquisition you're now going through? That's right. This is a trial by fire, regardless of what the lunatics on the left, the rhinos on the right, and all of those deep, dark state dingleberries tell you. This is indeed a trial by fire. Yeah. And they are firing all sorts of lies and insinuations and false allegations. They are bearing false witness all over the place. They are throwing due process and our system of jurisprudence. They are throwing on the altar of political power and tyrannical control of this planet, because they have to take America out first before they can move on to the world. So yeah, they are trying by any means necessary to take out Brett Kavanaugh, to take out any resistance. So they are resisting change. They are the resistance. But their resistance is futile. And let me tell you why. That's right. I may not be Jean-Luc Picard, but this isn't their technological utopia of the future that they believe either. So they are telling every one of us that don't worry about this Inquisition and this trial by fire, because it's not actually a trial. But it is. It is a trial. But it's not Brett Kavanaugh that is on trial. No, it's not. It's not America that is on trial, you lunatics on the left. You rhinos on the right, you deceivers in the deep, dark state of lies and control. All of the emotionally outraged individuals that could never, even think about thinking their way out of a wet paper bag. They think it's Brett Kavanaugh that's not on trial, so you can't hold the evidentiary rules of due process to the Senate members, these insane in the membrane Horonos, these liars extraordinaire like Blumenthal, who lied for years upon years upon years about his military service in Vietnam, right? He was a war hero. Yeah, before he found out that he was a liar. He took his lies all the way to the Supreme Court, the Obama-era Supreme Court, and what did they do? They codified his lies and inculcated them into law. And they said it's okay to lie. It's okay to steal valor. It's okay to walk all over all of the military men and women that gave their lives for you to sit up there and judge us from on high, Senator Blumenthal. Yeah, it's okay for you to lie about your military service and steal their honor. That's what the Obama-era Supreme Court said. But it's still a lie. And he is sitting there now judging Kavanaugh. Judge Kavanaugh, an actual judge who has led a stellar life. So, all of those emboldened senators on the left, emboldened by the flaky one, and his virtue signaling like I have never seen, his ability to steal the spotlight, well, let's just say it's incomparable. There is no compare for the flaky one and his need to shine in front of everybody else by any means necessary. Yep. But we don't agree with him, and that's why he's leaving the Senate. But before he leaves, he will drop as many bombs on our system of laws, of all of the traditions of the Senate, all of the rules and regulations that all of the rest of the senators must abide by. The flaky one and Franken-Feinstein don't have to. Those days are coming to an end. It's not Kavanaugh, people, that is on trial. It is you on the lunatic left. It is you rhinos in the deep, dark state. It is all of you dingleberries that hang on to your ever-waning political power. You deep, dark state dingleberries, just hang on. And you literally have to die in office, like McCain. That's right, insane in the membrane McCain. He had to pay the piper. Folks, let me tell you something. A little bit of insider information that I am privy to. Our leader, the alpha line leader of this world, the one that we chose to lead this world, us on the right. So we chose this leader to finally force the world to pick their heads up and look to the stars and beyond, rather than stick their heads in the sand like Obama and lead from behind and die from embarrassment Our leader instead leads. He is the very definition of the word leader. And when you step out of line, well, you're going to be led into the gallows, thinking that you are running roughshod and you're making the decisions. Well, you're not. No, you're not. You are simply being manipulated like the puppet that you are, Flake and Freaky Feinstein. Now, let me tell you something. They have all, folks, been given this one most pivotal choice in their lives going forward. And these are the political parasites in the deep, dark state. Our leader gave them a choice, and he told them, he brung them each in and said, look, you have a choice. Now you can hand over the ones in the deep, dark state, your masters that are blackmailing you into subserviency against America, to keep America down rather than make America great again. He gave them the choice to give up their blackmailers. If they did, he would give them immunity. Well, insane in the membrane, McCain did not take that deal. Freaky Franken Feinstein did not take that deal. Sidney, the liar, Blumenthal, Mr. Stolen Valor himself did not take that deal. You know who did take that deal? Lindsey Graham. Oh yeah, he took that deal. Because Lindsey Graham was in the military. He was a military judge advocate. He's an insider to the military-industrial complex. That's right. So he knows whenever our leader decided to not give us our wall, but give the money to the military, he knew. And that's whenever he made his decision to get on board with, let's just say it, get on board with the job of cleaning house that is going to take place on November 7th. That's right, the day after the midterm elections. Well, we're going to start cleaning house. There's a little thing called internal polling. We already know without a doubt it's not going to be a blue wave. It's not even going to be a blue puddle. Because of their actions and their doubling and tripling, their quadrupling, their quintupling, their sextupling down of their deviancy, of their desires of destruction of this nation and the planet, of anyone that would step outside of line and say, not no, but hell no, I will not let you go any further. You losers, you globalist losers, you dealers of death and hate that mentally masturbate and keep us held down to the ground. No, we're not licking your boots. We are standing up loud and proud, and we say, ye shall not pass this point. You shall not go any further. No, we are Sparta, and we will push you back to the depths of hell from whence you came. And that's what's going on, folks. So Lindsey Graham took that deal, and he's a general in the war against the evil elite leaders in the deep dark state, and all of those deep dark state dingleberries that hang on to the leaders' assholes for dear life. Well, they're all going to be taken down. They're all going to be wiped out of our political sphere of influence. They're all going to be going to the gallows, so to speak. They had their chance. Boy, did they have their chance. They have been weighed and balanced, and they have come up wanting. And now they are going to have to pay the price. Because, folks, let me tell you this. Going forward in the bowels of history, thousands of years from now, the word Democrat, as it pertains to a political party or movement, will be held in disdain. And they will remember exactly what we did this year. They'll remember. And they'll remember on the left. They'll remember all of the globalists, all of the tyrants around the world that want to run roughshod on freedom and fairness. Well, they're going to learn that yes, indeed, some things do indeed come at way too high of a price for you to even begin to think about paying, because you could nor afford this price. So that's what we're doing now. We are building an empire of honor. We are building a legacy of leaders. We are standing up loud and proud. We are putting the Democrats on trial. We are putting the deep, dark state in the witness well. And when they raise their right hand this time, well, if they lie, we're going to chop it off. That being said, yeah, it's not Kavanaugh in this political inquisition of truth, justice, and the American way that is on trial. The deep, dark state, the lunatic left, and all of the rhinos, all of those Benedict Arnolds that lied to our face while stabbing us in the back. You're on trial. And on November 6th and going forward until the end of history, you're going to have to pay for your crimes. This is Joe Wayne with the ACP 313, the Anti-COINTELPRO Show YouTube channel, and the anti-COINTELPROShow.com news site. That's right, the ACP 313 Red Meat Links is your #1 landing spot for all things real and reliable in news.